Greetings, YouTube. I always appreciate when subscribers submit wish lists before we commentate their crystal openings. It just gives some semblance of stakes and goals, which are both helpful in any commentary. And today is no exception for this commentary. We have Aegon, Nick Fury, Sunspot, Stealth Spidey, Elsa. We also want 6-star Nick, Void, Thing, Killmonger, and Medusa. Now, the interesting thing is all of those top 5 are either skill or mutant, which makes me think maybe, just maybe, he's going to be hunting of straight dual crystals. Now, you can see how small this is. So what I'm having to do is zoom in manually on my screen to fill your screen. This was a very strange submission of a site that I haven't used much. But, my promise to you is if you get me the crystal opening, I will do my best to commentate it. I thought when I invented this series on my channel that I would have maybe one submission every week or two. And now I'm getting multiple submissions a day. I can't keep up. It's become so popular. That also sounds like an internet phrase. But at the same time, it's an honor that my channel now reaches so many more people and that so many of you think, you know what, I'll hoard crystal shards for a couple weeks because I want to see Prof commentate my opening and maybe my alliance mates will be excited or they'll laugh at me or a combination of both. We've seen that from time to time for sure. So right now it's just a bunch of Grandmasters that don't actually matter. Unless you got a 5-star, of course, which I don't know what that looks like because it's been years and years and years since I have done that. So here we go. We are now moving ahead to, wow, all these daily calves. That's a lot of money for daily calves. I mean, that's like between 50 and $100 when you combine them all, just from what I saw briefly. And the 5-star Yondu is a great way to start out that opening for sure. But I would pop the rest. Why not? Why not just open one then pop the rest? There you go. We got things to do. We got a bunch of crystals to open. And the only 5-star was actually Team Spin. The rest was very average, but not to be surprised by. I still have yet to open a single 5-star ever in those daily featured calves. And people like my boy Whaler has opened not only multiple 5-stars, but I believe multiple 6-stars. Okay, so now we've got 2 of these. Maybe he'll spin one or fast tap one and pop the other. We'll see. Survey says 3-star Heimdall. Okay, well, that is again the norm to be expected. And now we are looking at a 4-star Carnage. Okay, so 3 and 4-star chimps. That's all I get from these, which for $5, given all the extra stuff you get, particularly on certain weeks where you have the in-game currency. Like, you can imagine that this month, the side quest, you're probably at the end of the month going to get a couple extra keys. Like, if you're Cavalier, maybe you'll get some extra Tier 4 keys, which maybe it's just going to give you some Sigstone crystals or maybe some more Tier 4 basics. But for $5, that's still a good deal. I hope they do that so I can break it down and really look at the math involved of the $5 price tag versus what you probably have left that you haven't cleared in those Tier 3 and Tier 4 paths. So the Kabam marketers have become really smart with saving enough extra attempts of the side quest to incentivize these daily purchases when you make them even better values at the end of the month. So I am all for it. That's one of those things that Kabam's probably making a ton of money off of it, but players are getting increased value, so it's a win-win. That's what I promote on this channel. I want Kabam to be around, and I want them to be successful. I just want them to do it in ways that are pro-player and not anti-player, and they've taken a lot of steps forward in a positive sense this year and deserve credit for that. Okay, so we are on a 5-star and, of course, a 6-star drought. Ever since that very first crystal with Yondu, we have not seen a 4-star or 3-star else. In other words, we've just seen 4-stars and 3-stars. So it's like the worst way I could possibly have worded that. But at the same time, we're here. 4-star Green Goblin, not legendary at all. And we are now moving. Wow, look at all those different incursion crystals. Can we get a 5-star out of these? Maybe? No. Remember, the drop rates of those are worse than the drop rates on paper of the featured calves. That's why they're 200 units apiece instead of 300. But at the same time, that is the only crystal I've ever opened back-to-back 6 stars on, Guillotine and Ghost, and a regular Cavalier crystal, just for fun. Oh, and then we have it's been a long time since I've seen somebody open a legendary Nexus. Let's check it out. That's why you don't buy them, because you're paying a premium for a 4-star crystal, most likely. Got to go with the new champion. I have almost all, if not all, 4 stars, even the new ones, and almost all of them max sig, so it's just a complete lighting money on fire waste of time. Okay, I guess you want just some drop rates for ultimates. 0 4 stars in those, so maybe that means he's saving the drop rates for the legendary crystals. I'm still waiting for the 5 and 6 star version of the legendary crystal. I'm a bit disappointed that Kabam has not invented one. I don't think it would break the game or make the game worse or be too pro player if they had an 80% chance for a 5-star and a 20% chance for a 6-star. And there you go. There is a new 5-star from the legendary. That is why I opened those, and I still think there's a chance I could get a 5-star Sunspot. Like, there's a chance. All right, here we go. We've got now multiple Incursion War crystals. You can tell that he saved his artifacts for these, and he is looking for Human Torch or Nick Fury. That is top of his list. Stop! Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. When months of hoarding actually pays off, especially for Incursion artifacts. That's awesome, and that is the first screenshot nominee we have seen in this fairly lengthy crystal opening. That is a double screenshot nominee, and what you hope and pray happens when you've got that 10% drop rate for that champion. So now it's the same crystal, right? Because you can limit 2, or is this the older? Okay, so this is 2 different generations, essentially, of war crystals. I guess in this one you are looking for definitely not Poor Man's Blade in Falcon. Maybe Domino is what you're checking out in that one. But hey, who cares? He got his Nick Fury. He got to cross off one of his wish list options. And even though this is like a WeTransfer submission that I had to zoom in super tight on, hey, we were able to get a bunch of good luck added in, and the pixelation didn't reduce. So that's what we appreciate. Okay, I was expecting him to open the 5 stars first, but hey, it's his crystal opening. We do what we want. Okay, come on, 6-star. Give him a 6-star Nick Fury. Why not? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. And I did not know that was coming. I cannot believe I called that. And that is a first-time awakening. Just in the nick of time, he had the furious 6-star crystal. Who cares what happens in the rest of this crystal opening? He got both the 5-star Nick Fury, who I was excited about because I'm sure he was excited to awaken him. And then it's like, well, never mind. I got the 6-star now awakened. Unbelievable. And then you have the glitch of the reel, which gives you a Black Panther Civil War. So he's going to team pop the last 2. And he got Warlock and Red Hulk. Amazing. That is an incredible batch of 4 6-star basics. And I still believe there's going to come a day where you get Black Panther Civil War or an OG Black Panther, and you are so excited to land on them. I think it's going to be a Hulkbuster-like transformation of a buff. I really do have confidence that Kabam will work on that, hopefully the next year. Okay, Red Guardian. It's like a mixture between Captain America Infinity War and, like, Fat Thor. They had a baby. All right, popping 4. Let's see if he gets another featured. He does, and he got Captain America Infinity War. So that's a 40% drop rate, or 2 out of 5, for the featured 5-star champion. Or one of the 6, I should say, technically, featured 5-star champion. Wow. The double Nick Fury just breaks me. I know so many people, including Mama Bear, I believe, who are hunting for Nick Fury and just can't get him for the life of you. He is your Sunspot. Well, let's see if he would have got him again in these. This is what I was mainly expecting from this crystal opening commentary, was these. 100,000 of those as a bonus. Well, talk about months of hoarding. And he's thrashing the night now, which definitely sounds like an internet phrase. Either that or a reason to make it on cops. Okay, maybe pop the next 9? Why not? Okay, no? You're feeling good? All right, your crystal opening. You do what you want, buddy. And here we go. Now you're just rubbing it in. Now you're just spiking the football. I have opened way more than 10 of these duels, and Sunspot hasn't even been in the reel when I've slowed it down. Nevertheless, landed on it. Okay, you know what? Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. I know you can't tell that from my jealous, you've got to be kidding me, jealous tone. Do you have Omega Red? You do? I'm guessing since he wasn't on your list, he might even be like a close to max ability champion. No, well, 120. Okay, kind of. Sunspot and Omega Red back-to-back? After a 5-star Nick Fury and a 6-star Nick Fury day? Bro. And a 6-star Warlock, let's not forget that. All right. This Venom's an undercover agent. What up, Agent Venom? And now we have 6 more. And downgraded to Cable on that crystal opening. Maybe he'll, after spinning the first 5, pop the second 5? Yeah. Let's see if he gets another Nick Fury, just icing on the cake. He did not. Once again proving that these things are still a huge challenge to get a champion you're targeting, but at the same time, they're still better drop rates since you have cut 4 out of 6 of the classes and those champions of those classes out of the crystal. All right, he has 18,000 more 5-star shards, and I guess he kind of gets to do his choice. I would go with the basic. Yeah, you got your hunt accomplished. Might as well save that 8,000 5-star shards for another crystal opening at some point. So let's see how he ends this opening, assuming there isn't any more crystal at the end of this. And his jacket was yellow, but instead he's thrashing the Knight again. A dual returner of Night Thrasher. And that is just an incredible crystal opening. Wow. Literally, Saint Nick came to this guy's account far earlier than December. I kind of want to title it something like that, but I'll have to figure out how creative I can get. Either way, congrats to this summoner. Thanks for watching, and thanks for submitting this crystal opening to commentate.